Let's talk about Hamas. And online censors, this is for educational purposes only. It is important for us to understand what is going on today that we understand what happened yesterday. This is the Hamas Charter. You can Google it from 2017. That is the newest version. We've heard a lot about what other people and what the media has to say about Hamas and what it is, but let's see what Hamas says it is. And there's something like 42 points and the preamble, so we're just going to cover just a few of those. It starts off, Palestine is the land of the Arab Palestinian people. From it they originate, to it they adhere and belong, and about it they reach out and communicate. Palestine is a land whose status has been elevated by Islam, a faith that holds it in high esteem, that breathes through it its spirit and just values, and that lays the foundation for the doctrine of defending and protecting it. Palestine is the cause of a people who have been let down by a world that fails to secure their rights and restore to them what has been usurped from them. A people whose land continues to suffer one of the worst types of occupation in this world. 6. The Palestinian people are one people, made up of all Palestinians, inside and outside of Palestine, irrespective of their religion, culture, or political affiliation. Hamas believes that the message of Islam upholds the values of truth, justice, freedom, and dignity, and prohibits all forms of injustice and incriminates oppressors irrespective of their religion, race, gender, or nationality. Islam is against all forms of religious, ethnic, or sectarian extremism and bigotry. It is the religion that inoculates in its followers the value of standing up to aggression and of supporting the oppressed. It motivates them to give generously and make sacrifices in defense of their dignity, their land, their peoples, and their holy places. 23. Hamas stresses that transgression against the Palestinian people, usurping their land and banishing them from their homeland, cannot be called peace. Any settlements reached on this basis will not lead to peace. Resistance and jihad for the liberation of Palestine will remain a legitimate right, a duty and an honor for all the sons and daughters of our people and our Ummah. And other Western folks like me, don't be scared. They terrified us back 9/11, brained us over jihad. It just means struggle. La lucha. And Ummah just means like the whole of the Muslim community. It's an honor to struggle for the oppressed people of Palestine. That's all they're saying there. 30. Hamas stresses the necessity of building Palestinian national institutions on sound democratic principles. Foremost among them are free and fair elections. Such process should be on the basis of national partnership and in accordance with a clear program and a clear strategy that adhere to the rights, including the rights of resistance, and which fulfill the aspirations of the Palestinian people. Right-wingers are really about to freak out. 33. Palestinian society is enriched by its prominent personalities, figures, dignitaries, civil society institutions, and youth, students, trade unionists, and women's groups who together work for the achievement of national goals and societal building, pursue resistance, and achieve liberation. 34. The role of Palestinian women is fundamental in the process of building the present and the future, just as it has always been in the process of making Palestinian history. It is a pivotal role in the project of resistance, liberation, and building the political system. All right, let's finish it up. Thanks for sticking with me. 40. In its relations with the world's nations and peoples, Hamas believes in the values of cooperation, justice, freedom, and respect of the will of the people. 41. Hamas welcomes the stances of states, organizations, and institutions that support the rights of the Palestinian people. It salutes the free people of the world who support the Palestinian cause. At the same time, it denounces the support granted by any party to the Zionist entity or the attempts to cover up its crimes and aggression against the Palestinians, and calls for the persecution of Zionist war criminals. And when it's saying Zionist, it's talking about just Israel. Hamas, 42. Hamas rejects the attempts to impose hegemony on the Arab and Islamic Ummah, just as it rejects the attempts to impose hegemony on the rest of the world's nations and peoples. Hamas also condemns all forms of colonialism, occupation, discrimination, oppression, and aggression in the world. Wait, why are they here?